Hello everyone, welcome to our first Brisbane train video. What the hell is this little minibus here? This is like the ones I saw in Melbourne as well. On-demand transport that you can ask for. So little. That's so cool. And then right behind that there's a double-decker bus. I didn't even know they had them. Yeah, I didn't know Brisbane had double-decker buses, but I mean, we're not in Brisbane, we're in Gold Coast, but that's really cool. Anyway, we're at Helensvale Station. I just got off the tram and just missed the train. If you watched that video, you would have seen. But now I have to wait half an hour. So we'll take a little look around. What is this? 2 wheels at the front? Jesus, that looks so bad. So wrong. What the hell? So we have the buses on this side, the trains in the middle, and the tram on the other side. So there's also the Westfield Shopping Centre here. Now, this is not the terminus. The terminus is at Varsity Lakes Station, but I just took the tram here. And unfortunately, this like time period that I'm here, from end of June to like 18th of July or something, the rail line is closed between Banoon Station and basically the city, with train replacement buses operating. So unfortunately, I will not be able to film that section. Leave it for another time, I guess. But we will film all the way up to there. There's also no express trains running, even though there usually is. So that's, I guess, okay. So you get a better look at all the stations, but just kind of unfortunate that it's like this because of the Cross River Rail project works. That's okay. We'll head down. We'll film up to Banoon in here, and then I'll probably skip back to here to my last day when I'm returning to the Gold Coast Airport. And I'll take the section to Varsity Lakes in the other direction, so you'll see that too. Here's a nice view of the NGR train going to the Gold Coast from the bus interchange here. And the tram in the background. It's really dumb that the death toll says Gold Coast when it's literally like on the very edge, like at Varsity Lakes. It's just, this doesn't make sense, bro. It's too confusing. You need to go on the tram to go to the Gold Coast. So what does the announcement on board say then? Oh my god, graffiti is so bad. They don't even clean it. It looks so dirty. Now this would usually have come all the way from the airport with the air train, which is so expensive. Direct connection from the airport to the Gold Coast. But due to these track closures, it's obviously not. So it's just running separately from the city to the airport. And then Banoon to the airport to Gold Coast. So unfortunate. Okay, so here's the full train timetable. As you can see, they do like 15-minute frequency from the airport, but then every second one terminates in the city. So then the frequency all the way to the Gold Coast is half-hourly for the whole day, except in peak it's actually 12 minutes, which is so much better than half-hourly. Actually, even here, it's like 8 minutes. What the hell? 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. And then here it's still 30. Like, what? This is so ridiculous. Why? I don't like this at all. Why you have to have such bad off-peak frequencies? It's such a good network, really, but the frequencies just let it down. Still got another 13 minutes. And see here it also says Gold Coast, but then on the top it says 2 Varsity Lakes. Like, bruh. Wait, what? Does it actually label which train you get? Oh my god, that's so cool. Look, it labels if you're getting the new NGR train. So actually the next train to Varsity Lakes will not be an NGR. Our train will be. Wait, what? That's so cool. You know which train you're getting. Just like the CCUs. Anyway, let's see what this actually sounds like.
The next Banoon train will depart from platform 2 in approximately 8 minutes. This train stops at all stations.
Why is the city-bound platform 2? It's just not how I'm used to it. Oh well, we're only going up to Banoon. Another tram arrival. Honestly, what's the point of the trams running every 7 minutes to here if there's only trains every half an hour? They should literally terminate at least half of them at Gold Coast University Hospital, like where the sidings are, all the time. It's so stupid. I don't understand that. Yeah, I was also just thinking, like, when the outbound train comes in, imagine how many people get off and try to pack into one little tram. It's so weird. Like, that must be the most packed experience you get. So we waited a full half an hour, and there's another tram coming in. It's the same thing as before again, like the tram I was on. So if you're on that tram right now, it's basically impossible to catch this train that's about to come in, unless you do a full sprint. So stupid. The platform is so packed with the amount of people. Like, how is this at one station? I mean, I know this is the main transfer point, obviously, but still, I can't imagine how packed the train is then. Yep, train's coming, tram's only just coming in as well. Look at the platform. Like, what the hell? At one suburban station, it's this. Oops, I went past the yellow line. Anyway, there's a tram coming in, and here's our NGR train doing the service. Actually, my first ever time getting on a Brisbane train. I've already been on trams and buses and ferry, but never on a train, so. Now there are guards on the trains, which is really weird, like suburban services with guards. Oh my god, terrible graffiti again. Like, it's actually empty, but it gets packed here. Oh wow.
Clear. Helensvale Station. Mind the gap.
Oh wow.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Okay, this is somewhat better window. Still not that great. Nope. Nope. So weird, it feels so cramped. Because it is narrow gauge as well. Okay, we're at this window then, going backwards again. It is narrow gauge, just like Perth.
The Banoon train, stopping all stations. The next station is Coomera.
They actually have the announcements.
That due to a track closure for Cross River Railways,
Oh wow.
this service will stop all stations to Banoon, where it will terminate. Buses are replacing trains.
Full
between
announcements.
Banoon, Bongo Road and Roma Street. For more information, go to translink.com.au.
That is so cool. They have a full announcement just to talk about the closure. Actually, I should probably turn off the voice thing again, because you can't hear the train properly. I'll do it at the next stop. So yes, we are stopping at all stops. As I said, usually it will be going express through almost everything from the Gold Coast after it hits Beenleigh, where the normal suburban service terminates, but because of this closure, it's just all stops, which I don't get why that makes a difference, but okay. It's gonna be much slower. It's gonna take like 50 minutes. It's like the whole Mandra line just to get to Banoon. And I already waited 30. Oh my gosh. So this is currently the newest train type, the NGR. But they are making another new one called the QTMP, which is literally just Queensland Train Manufacturing Program. I don't know why they give the train such weird names. They have this NGR means next generation rolling stock. Yeah, and then the original train, which just got withdrawn literally 2 weeks ago. EMU just meant electrical multiple unit. Like, what the hell? Those are what, the first electric trains? I think, I don't know. But now they just got withdrawn just before I came here. There was 3 left for a while, and now they're gone. So I'm literally so mad. Can't get on one. But it's actually really good. The seats are really tall, like the C series. So in Perth, so you're really hidden in, and pretty good for this recording. And it does go up to 140 kilometers an hour, actually. Oh, what? Yeah, they're building some infill stations here. There's one right there, and just such a weird spot next to the river. Some extra stations along the line. And what is that? A new freeway as well. Yep, looks like it. Lots of construction here. I don't know, I don't think they go 140 here, but they do on some of the other lines.
Now arriving at Coomera Station. If this is your station,
Oh, no.
prepare to disembark.
Yep, see, there's the B series
Customers are
equivalent.
reminded the exit buttons are located in the middle of the doors.
That's what we need in the C series, so they stop pressing the emergency button. Yeah, there was actually the B series equivalent train going down. It was, as shown, not the NGR. But yeah, there was a really annoying repeating announcement. I think it says that at every single station. And then there's a guard announcement as well. Like, bro, we just heard the automatic announcement. And,
Coomera Station.
oh my gosh.
Mind the gap.
If this is your station, please prepare to disembark. That is so annoying. Like, why do you need to say that? That is the most obvious thing anyone does on public transport. And then the guards out there checking the doors.
Can you meet me at the ultrasound, please? Yeah.
See how long you dwell because of that? So annoying. Literally right there.
No, it's not. It's not.
Wait. Can you oh yeah, you can see it. Blowing the whistle. Wait, where'd he go?
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Hang on. Let me check. Ah, I know why. It's because I had it turned on for an hour. Instead of the entire thing. Sorry, I just turned on my phone. That's all good. I'll be there by 3:20 anyway, so.
The next station is Ormeau.
The next station is. So I'm gonna
Now where the hell are the system maps? I literally don't see any. There's no map showing
You're in Brisbane City.
everything. It's so annoying. I want to see like the station order.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, the other side has some pretty good views of the hills right now, but I don't know, whatever. So many of the windows are trash and graffitied as well, so might as well just stay here where I found a good one. So annoying that they closed the line right as I came here. Because when I booked the flights, I checked if there was any scheduled closures. There was nothing, and now they did this 3-week closure for Cross River Rail. Ugh. Always have to run into something, eh? These station gaps are pretty big, but it is because it's kind of the transition period between Gold Coast City and Brisbane City, so there's not really much development. Well, look, there's another infill one they're building. That's pretty cool, how they're building multiple at the same time. Another one to open soon, which is gonna make the journey even slower then. Literally just bushland here still. Oh, it is 140. It is 140 speed down here as well, yeah. So we do go that.
Now arriving at Ormeau Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark. Customers are reminded the exit buttons are located in the middle of the doors.
We don't need to hear this every single time.
Ormeau Station. Mind the gap.
Was closing. Please stand clear.
The next station is Beenleigh.
Already. So that's where the normal suburban trains terminate. That's not actually that far then from Helensvale. Usually they have the suburban services terminating there, and then what's called the interurban services, since it goes to technically another city, continue beyond, and they skip basically most of the stops that the Beenleigh trains would stop at. But as I said, now they're just being combined into one half-hourly service, which is so bad. Wait, yeah, that means like Beenleigh itself, which I think would, yeah, probably usually get both trains stopping, now has a lower frequency as well, on top of there being a closure. Like, why? Let's see what the configuration is like for Beenleigh Station, where they need to terminate some trains. So I literally have no idea. It's always so weird coming onto a new train network. You just sit down, you have no idea where it's going, what's happening, what it looks like. But I love that. And it's sad that I only will get this experience like one more time actually, once I finish this network. Only in Sydney. and then we're done. I mean, there's still all the regional services here in Queensland and in New South Wales and in Victoria actually, but other than that, not much more in Australia. So little stuff around here. Well, I really want to go ride the A and B series equivalent trains because it's gonna be so weird having that. You'll definitely see them on the other lines. Feels so wrong that this takes so long when it's going this fast and stopping so little, but I guess it's gonna start stopping way more soon. Is that all where the freeway is gonna be built, or what? What is all that space that they're flattening out? I hope not, that's really terrible. No, it's way too narrow there. No, it's actually like a highway right there. What? Why are they building another one? I love the 140 speed limits. Why can't we get higher speed limits in Perth? This is narrow gauge as well. They say it's because of the narrow gauge. Not true. Look, narrow gauge is going 140. The C series is capable of going 160 if the track permitted it. So seriously, especially on the Mandurah line. So I know the sun's kind of destroying the video. Some stabling facility.
Now arriving at Beenleigh Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
Oh yeah, of course, because it's the terminus of the suburban services. That was such a long gap. What the heck? That's like 6 minutes. Jeez, it looks so abandoned in there. Even though it's not. Oh, driver's coming out. Oh, there's like no. There's like no special arrangement.
Beenleigh Station. Mind the gap.
Even though it's a terminus. Oh my god, the step is crazy. That is crazy. And another NGR over there. We've literally been holding here for like more than a minute already. Almost 2. So that, see, this is why it goes so slow. It literally goes 140 and then it dwells at the station for this long. So what's the point? Look at the step. Seriously. Come on, Brisbane. What is this crap? This just makes you appreciate Perth so much when you see these ridiculous platform gaps and steps. Oh, come on. It's been like 3 minutes. Finally.
This is a Banoon train, stopping all stations. The next station is Holmview. Customers, please be advised that due to a track closure for Cross River Railworks, this service will stop all stations to Banoon, where it will terminate. Buses are replacing trains between Banoon, Bongo Road and Roma Street. For more information, go to translink.com.au.
Honestly, so cool that they had that automated announcement though. Imagine we had that in Perth for our scheduled closures. In the Perth announcement voices, it's like on the what the there's a wild dog in the middle of the road. What the heck was that? I've already seen 2 ridiculous things on the roads today. Earlier on the Gold Coast, I saw some van driver.
Holmview Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
I saw some van driver literally crash straight into the curb at high speed and completely smashes the front of his van and swerves off the road and almost hits other cars. And now I just saw a dog running in the middle of the road. Like, what? And there's level crossing there, so not great now. See, now it's already closed station spacing. As soon as we're on the suburban section, we're going to be stopping way more often. No guard announcement this time.
Holmview Station. Mind the gap.
Yeah, you always got to mind the gap. Yeah, so what I was saying before, imagine the announcements in Perth.
Closing. Please stand clear.
It's like, next station, Perth. Passengers, please be advised that due to a track closure, train services are not continuing to Midland. The Ellenbrook and Airport lines are also closed, as well as the Thorney Coburn and Armadale lines between Perth and Victoria Park. This is for July 13th, by the way, which obviously would have passed ages ago by the time I post this, but that'd be crazy. Please use train replacement bus routes 901, 902, 903 and 908
The next station is Eden's Landing.
from Perth Busport. Wow, that's a really like country road level crossing.
Now arriving at Eden's Landing Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
Eden's Landing Station, bottom left-hand side, direction of travel.
If the only purpose of the guard is to say which side the platform's on, please just add that to the automated announcements. Why can't you do that when it literally has the bus information on it? The closure information.
Eden's Landing Station. Mind the gap.
Please stand clear.
It's cool though, it only plays the doors closing announcement at the doors that are open. It doesn't actually play it through the whole train. Okay, that was a much quicker stop. Yeah, I really don't get the point of guards. You literally have to have double the staff for what? Like, when the train stops, the driver does nothing and all the job is on the guard. And when the train's moving, the guard does nothing and all the job is on the driver. So what's the point?
The next station is Bethania. Now arriving at Bethania Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
Already another one, and it's another B series equivalent, which is, oh wait, no, never mind. I thought it looked different from the side.
Bethania Station. Mind the gap. The next station is Loganlea.
Wow, nice. Across the river there. Still in the paddocks. Look. Horses. Now arriving at Loganlea Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
station, above left-hand side, direction of travel.
Did you say Beenleigh Station? Yeah, it's not there.
I'm always saying mind the gap.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
The next station is Kingston.
I think these are fully 6-car walkthrough set, aren't they? Yeah, I think so. Wait, maybe not. No, I forgot. There's also toilets on the train. I forgot about that. So they have all these different classifications, right? They have suburban units, and they have the interurban units, which go to further away destinations, like up towards Sunshine Coast and here towards the Gold Coast and whatever else. And pretty much one of the main only differences is that the fact that they have toilets on the trains, which I think all the NGRs do as well. So that is so weird. Like it's so strange to me to have a toilet on a still basically metropolitan area train service. I'll definitely go check it out. Maybe not now, but in another video.
Now arriving at Kingston Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
I'm so tired because I didn't even sleep on the plane basically. So I've been awake for so long. Bro, we can't even understand these announcements from the guard.
Kingston Station. Mind the gap.
So comfortable, honestly, on this train right now. Especially in this seat, I can fall asleep so easily. But now I'm trying to film this video for you.
Closing. Please stand clear.
Oops, sorry. Accidentally pressed stop. Crossovers on both sides of the station. Good for flexibility, I guess. They can really terminate in many different spots. I honestly have no idea how much further it is. I did not memorize the station list, and
This is a Banoon train.
cannot see a system map
Stopping
anywhere.
all stations. The next station is Woodridge. Customers, please be advised that due to a track closure for Cross River Railworks, this service will stop all stations to Banoon, where it will terminate. Buses are replacing trains between Banoon, Boggo Road
Another one.
and Roma Street. For more information,
Yeah, it is a full 6-car.
translink.com.au.
So it's just like Perth with the C series. I mean, I don't think the A series are 2 cars, though. They're just 3 here. But it is a full 6-car walkthrough, like the C series is. Next stop, Woodridge, guys. We're on the Beenleigh Line. No, it's not Woodridge, it's Woodridge actually, but very similar. No more high-speed sections here, definitely. Somehow still not looking very, properly suburban. Okay, just as I said that, here come some houses. Finally.
Now arriving at Woodridge Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
Actually, if I check the time, I'll know. Oh my gosh. It's still like 17 minutes. I guess they're 3:22.
Bridge Station, platform right outside, direction on travel Woodridge Station.
Really sounds like Woodbridge. But now Woodridge, yeah. They're all just terrible hut
Woodridge
stations.
Station. Mind the gap.
Like nothing special really with all the stations.
Please stand clear.
Okay, now there's still a lift and a ramp, so it's not just a basic station, but still like not the greatest. And a footbridge there on the very end, that's cool. What's the point of those 2 speed limit changes in a row? 50
The
then
next
60.
station is Trinder Park. Customers, please be reminded that all personal belongings need to be placed either on your lap or underneath your seat. Please consider fellow customers and do not place items in the aisle or on the seat next to you, as this reduces seating availability for others. Now arriving at Trinder Park Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
I can put it in the seat next to me if the train's like half empty. But yeah, that's honestly a needed announcement as well. Like, it's so dumb in peak hour how many people put stuff
Station, platform left
in the
outside, direction on
seats.
travel Redpath Station.
Well, that was so close to each other.
Trinder Park Station. Mind the gap. The next station is Kuraby. Queensland Rail would like to remind all customers that for safety and security reasons, video surveillance cameras are in use.
Another completely random announcement. Oh, come on, where did this fly come from now? Yeah, get away. Literally the whole fence though is graffitied the whole way, where it's not like a hold fence like that. And the trains are graffitied. In Perth it's so rare to see a graffiti train, especially in service. Bendy railway line here. Honestly, a lot more boring than I thought it would be in terms of the scenery. I thought the line down to Gold Coast would actually be really nice and you could see a lot, but it's just bush like most of the way, so whatever. Oh, another one. Okay, now that's now another B series one. Yep, the IMU 200 series. It's the 200 series, but they could be SMU or IMU, but Since it is going all the way down, it's probably the IMU with the toilets. Oh, we're so slow now compared to how it was at the start. 12 more minutes it should be.
Now arriving at Kuraby Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
So here there's 3 tracks, but not at Beenleigh. I guess that's the express trains can pass properly. Oh, what? That's how you spell it? It's actually with a K. Kuraby.
Kuraby Station. Mind the gap.
Closing. Please stand clear.
The next station is Fruitgrove.
Fruitgrove. What a, like, well, what do I want to say? What a vanilla name. Such basic words.
Now arriving at Fruitgrove Station.
Already.
If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
No, I went this time, thank you. I won't prepare. Just joking. About the announcements. Can't believe they put something so repetitive in.
Fruitgrove Station. Mind the gap.
I don't get why sometimes the guard just straight up doesn't do the announcement, and then at other times he does. Like, what's the difference?
Now arriving at Runcorn Station. If this is your station, prepare to
We
disembark.
didn't even say what the next station is first there. Too close to each other. Although it got to better speed there than some of the other sections.
Congratulations on the right hand side, direction of travel.
Now arriving at Altandi Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
What? They're that close to each other. It says arriving at before it's even left the platform. Unbelievable. There used to be another station nearby called like Tennis Town or something. No, it was serving some tennis club court and stuff, but it's already been closed for like decades. No more trains go there, but for some reason it's still on Google Maps. That's why I even know about it.
Altandi Station. Left and right hand side, direction of travel, Altandi Station.
Another NGR. I feel like I'm seeing them so much. Is that really only every 15 minutes?
Altandi Station. Mind the gap.
No way. Surely it's higher frequency that way now. Probably is. The guard at the back with the door just open is so funny. That's crazy. Alright, it's probably the next stop, or one more, because it's like 4 minutes till it was scheduled to terminate. A lot of people got off there.
The next station is Sunnybank.
Nope. So probably one more in between. Unless we're late and there's even more. I literally have no idea. And this is the problem with not having two phones when I was in Melbourne.
Now arriving at Sunnybank Station.
I had the second phone.
If this is your station. Prepare to disembark.
Need to be checking the map as well. And know what's going on.
Sunnybank Station, bottom left hand side, direction of travel.
Oops, blurry.
Sunnybank Station. Mind the gap.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
That text scrolls so fast though, and we also have these screens behind, which is really cool. But it just has random like ads on it. Okay, surely it's the next stop now. Why don't those screens show the network map instead of random ads? Like having screens in the train and then not showing like useful information is such a missed opportunity. It's so cool that all this costs 50 cents though. Thank you very much. No need to pay ridiculous prices.
The next station is Banoon.
Yay.
Customers, please be advised that due to a track closure for Cross River Rail Works, this service will stop all stations to Banoon.
What do you mean all stations? The next
Buses
stop.
are replacing trains between Banoon, Boggo Road and Roma Street. For more information, go to translink.com.au.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. Well, I was gonna take the metro.
Station is Banoon Station. This train terminates here at Banoon Station. All customers must exit the train. And please ensure you take all your belongings for disembarking.
Ah, there's a rail replacement bus.
Bottom left hand side, direction of travel. This train terminates here at Banoon Station. All customers must
Typical
exit the train.
Optimus. It actually starts with R when it's rail replacement. Yeah, I was gonna take the metro, but now I realize the connection to get to the terminus at 8 Mile Plains is like terrible, and I can't really bother anymore. So I'm just gonna take the express bus that goes in that busway anyway.
Banoon. Mind the gap. This train terminates here. All customers,
Look how
please
fast that
exit the
scrolls.
train.
It's pretty fast, but that's okay. All right, here we are. Terrible steps. Unbelievable. Look at this. What is this? Like seriously. Crazy. And graffiti. 3 platforms here again though, allowing for the express trains. Random terminating. It's such a like not significant station. And then there's a ramp there. Well, time to take some packed bus, I guess. Great, my first train experience in Brisbane, and we already have to take train replacement buses. The doors close pretty fast there. Wait, is he going to a siding or just sitting here? Yeah. Oh well. No, it is going over to some siding. Special on the Dester now. Off it goes. The NGR train. And there's another one waiting on the other platform ready for the service back to the Gold Coast. So many buses lining up here. There's like 4 different variations. Express to Roma Street, express to what's that? Eagle Junction, all stops to Boru Road or whatever it is, and all stops to Roma Street. So, but we'll just take this express straight onto the Southeastern Busway. Typical Optimus. Alright, we're on a SMU.
Helensvale Station. Customers travelling to Surfers Paradise and Broadbeach, please change here for the G-Link tram. Customers for the Helensvale bus interchange, please disembark here.
Bro, what's the point of the bus interchange announcement? Like, obviously. Anyway, we're on a SMU B series equivalent now coming in the other direction. This is actually the end of my trip, but I'll have to include it here for this section. Basically everyone will get off here.
Helensvale Station. Mind the gap.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Now everyone packs into one tram, which is crazy when the tram's every 7 minutes and this is every 30, so anyway, it's cleared out now. We are on this B series equivalent train. There's the tram, which I'm unfortunately not going on anymore, but whatever, I did the whole thing. Traveling the section down to Varsity Lakes now, which is the only bit of the whole network except the closed bit of the Gold Coast line that I haven't done.
This is a Gold Coast train. Stopping all
Another tram.
stations at Varsity Lakes. The next station is Nerang.
I love this parallel section.
Rail would like to remind customers to take all personal possessions when you leave the train. For security reasons, please do not leave personal possessions unattended.
Anyway, so it's quite more rare to get this train here compared to like the NGR, especially the SMU, because it's supposed to be IMUs on such a long service all the way down, but the disruption is kind of messing with stuff. And now I'm on a boring normal SMU, which is supposed to be for very suburban services. It doesn't even have the toilet, which like right now is like the one time I wanted a toilet on the train, because I really need to go. Heading back right now, and there's nothing now. It's not an NGR. Meanwhile, all the other times, everywhere I went, almost always is an NGR, and it was so annoying. But okay, I guess I get to finish with the Perth equivalent train. It's really weird. It's got some advertising about New York on it, like actual New York to go there, which is unusual. There's tram as well. Finally it branches off from there. Feels way longer on the tram on that section though, because it's so much slower. Heading over to Surfers Paradise, but I'm just gonna go down here and then take the bus straight to the airport in Coolangatta. That was the plan all along anyway, to film this section at the end. And then you'll see the section up to Banoon Station, where it unfortunately terminates during my time here. And every other video, because this is literally gonna be the first train video, so I just have to include this bit. So it's a bit weird because I start in the middle and go in other direction, but whatever. So much graffiti and filthiness on this train, but typical Brisbane. It's just bush anyway, by the looks of it. Most of this line is just like that, so. Can this train also go up to 140 kilometers an hour here, or is that just the NGR and this just goes 130 like the Perth B series? I don't know. I think it's probably just 130 maybe. River. Sorry, it's hard to film through the scratch windows.
Now arriving at Nerang Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
Yep, that's the typical announcement, which you're gonna hear me complain about a lot later. So I don't need to complain again now. This train is in such a weird place, honestly. It's right at the edge of the Gold Coast instead of actually where, like, in the center, and that's served by the tram, and then it's just out here and then just stops in a random suburb as well. Instead of, it could have kept going maybe to Gold Coast Airport, but I guess you don't need a whole train there.
Nerang Station. Mind the gap.
At least once I get the tram there, that'll be good, but at the moment it's just buses, so.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
This is a Gold Coast train, stopping all stations to Varsity Lakes. The next station is Robina.
That announcement sounds so poorly added on. It's like stopping all stations to Varsity Lakes. Like, definitely just clip that onto the end. I've already been through both Robina and Varsity Lakes station on the first day on the bus. And I was going around the suburbs of Gold Coast and the big shopping centres and stuff, but not on the train. So I literally said to myself on that day, I was like, oh, remember this moment right here on the bus, because at the end when you're on the last train you're gonna say, oh, I remember when it all started there for this trip. And yep, that's how it was. And now the week's up and I've already been everywhere, finished, and we're heading home now. But for you, it's just the start of these videos, which I'll be posting over months as usual. It's kind of weird putting this last train here, but oh well, whatever. Just so sad that the line was closed, so I couldn't actually finish everything. I'm going to the effort of going down here instead of going on the tram one last time, because there's no trams in Perth, so I don't get to go on them for ages again. Just to be on this section, yet that section near the city, I can't do because it's closed for 3 weeks. This looks so weird. It's just bush and then skyscrapers at the back. You can just see the city there. More construction. They are adding quite a few stops to this line, which you'll see later on. A lot of them almost complete. NGR just went past. In fact, you know, it's so funny because I just missed the train when I was going up, right, from Helensvale, and now when I was going back I also just missed it and had to wait 30 minutes, but I just got on a bus and went a few stops down and then only waited 5, but still so bad. And the train before this wasn't NGR, so now instead I got on this, and that's fine. I went on every like train type. Oh wow, look. And also the hills over there. This is a nice spot. This looks so weird. That city just looks so out of place from here. You can see the whole thing really. And then here there's just cows, look. So funny. That actually looks so wrong. It looks so fake, like some game. You just put it there. Anyway, I went on every major train type, but not the variants. I didn't get to go on a long distance A series equivalent 100 series train IMU.
Now arriving at Robina Station. If this is your station, prepare to disembark.
I didn't film the 120 or the 220 different variants of the A series at all, although I did get to go on it on a trip down. So anyway, you'll see all that. As long as I got the major types, including the EMU, the oldest type, which got retired while I was here. In some of the early videos, I talk about how sad I am that I can't go in the EMU, and then just while I was here, they announced the retirement on July 5th, and then I got to go on it on the very last trip after 46 years. So
Robina Station.
alright, here we are, penultimate stop, and you can alight here for like really big shopping center, 4th biggest one in Australia. Bus stop, there's buses that go there, which I went on, and for the final section to Varsity Lakes, now the
Doors
terminus.
closing. Please stand clear.
I really love the view there that we just saw of the city. That was actually so special, seeing it like that, the whole backdrop with the bush in front of it. I'm just seeing how out of place it's literally the only place in Australia where you have proper groups of skyscrapers along the beach. Like, that's why it's so good. That's why it's called Surfer's Paradise. But like, I really wish there was more places like that. It's so nice. I'm so sad I was only there on the first day. I really want to go back right now. But really, what am I gonna do? Just walk around and see the same stuff again? But anyway, I'm actually gonna go to New South Wales, like Coolangatta, because the border is right there, and I think it's pretty funny. I mean, the border.
next station is Varsity Lakes. This train terminates at Varsity Lakes. All customers, please exit the train on arrival at Varsity Lakes.
Yeah, these announcements are so
Queensland
weird.
Rail would like to remind customers to take all personal possessions when you leave the train.
Oh, a tunnel.
For security reasons, please do not leave personal possessions unattended.
Repeating the station name 3 times. That's a cool tunnel. No, yeah, but the airport's also on the border, and when I landed, the flight actually literally parked on the border. So half the plane was in New South Wales and half the plane was in Queensland. But there's no actual signage that the border's there. Just from Google Maps what I saw, but I actually want to go to where the signage is. So that's the last thing I'll do right now because I have 2 more hours and a bit till I need to be at the airport, so. It's actually quite long, like 15 minutes down from Helensvale. Just along the very western edge of the Gold Coast. Anyway, arriving now. Big power grid.
Now arriving at Varsity Lakes Station. This train terminates here. All customers, please exit the train.
Imagine the train went to New South Wales as well. That is so funny. But nah, it just ends here. I mean, you obviously can go on long distance ones, but so weird how they call the people in the train customers here instead of passengers. But okay. I guess that's true as well.
Varsity Lakes Station. Mind the gap. This train terminates here. All customers, please exit the train.
And there we have empty train. Get off now. Oh, the gap's actually not even bad here. I mean, it's a little gap, but there's no step. That's pretty good. Get a photo at the back. There we go, my last Queensland Rail train for quite a long time probably. This SMU 280. I just want to step on it one more time just for the final step off. Completely empty. I'll just walk down the whole thing so you can see. As I said in other videos later when I ride this train, I think it looks really ugly though with the purple and the yellow together and then the red and the blue on the floor. It's really not that nice in this color scheme. Goodbye Queensland Rail. I enjoyed my trips here. I know it's so weird to be putting this in the first video, sorry. Step off. And it's returning to Banoon. Every single train after that is an NGR, I can see on the sign. But we'll end this little clip here. Add there. Yep, this is Varsity Lakes. The track just continues beyond there for the long distance services down into New South Wales. And we can get one bus straight to New South Wales Coolangatta from here. Here we are now in Coolangatta. Just a quick insert to the video because I think it's really cool. This is the monument and this is literally the border of the two states, this line. Pretty cool. Queensland and New South Wales. Now, of course, you can literally do this in the airport as well, because the line goes through the airport, so... but I don't know exactly where it is there. Here you do know. Anyway, it's actually a beautiful view here as well, especially of the Gold Coast in the distance. So, take a quick shot of that, and then I'll have to get the bus back to the airport. Now, the funniest thing is here, if you come here in summer, New South Wales has a different time zone to Queensland, which means that every time you cross that line, the time changes, including for the buses, which cross the line, and for like the shops on either side, it's different times of closing. Like, oh no, the shop closed, it's 9 p.m. Oh well, I'll just walk across the border, because there's literally two Woolworths as well, like across from each other, in Queensland and in New South Wales. Oh no, I missed the opening hours. Let's walk across the border. And if you look at the bus schedule on Google Maps, it says it takes like an hour to go one stop because of the time change. It's so funny. Even in the airport, because if your phone is on automatic time, it means that when you cross the border, it's going to change. And then all the times in the airport for the flights are for the Queensland time. And then you look at your phone in New South Wales time, and then you're going to think that you missed it, or there's still plenty of time, or whatever. I don't know which way around it is, but that's so funny. See, look at this view. I wish the time changes right now, but it doesn't. But anyway, this is so good. Look at this. The beautiful city. Oh, sorry, I don't know how long it's been blurry for. Of the Gold Coast. Bye to it. You just have to admire the beauty of this. The last scene I'll see heading to the airport literally right now.